Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Token Live.
Marty, let's start the party. You digging that idea, brother?
Yeah.
All right, my friend. It was since we've had an early cancellation today. It kind of caught us by surprise, but due to the Michigan weather we've been having, man, it's terrible, and I'm sure most of the people across the country, mid USA, all the way over to the East Coast, know this.
A lot of sick people out there today.
Yep, they've all been affected by it. Fact is, I tried to call my insurance company, State Farm, the other day, and I was going to go online and talk to them, and it said there's no power. So
They were all sick too.
Yeah. Yeah, right on.
They were all
Anyhow, but it was nice to sit here and talk with Micah and Kanga. That's your son and his wonderful little dog. She's a fantastic puppy. I love her, even though she does leave fur on my jacket. That doesn't bother me.
It bothers the shit out of me. Sorry to tell you, I can't leave the house without rolling all that stuff off.
I know. I've got cats. You know that. So, I mean, it's the same way. I go to the doctor's office and I got to get that sticky tape thing out and do my jackets or whatever. So,
Yeah, that freaks me out. I'm like OCD when it comes to
So,
that.
our guests that were supposed to be this week were Mark Aloya
and Joe Garza.
Joe Garza.
And Joe's down with the flu.
Joe's out, yeah. And Mark.
We'll reschedule him, I think, sometime in March
to
or
have
something.
both you guys together on the show, and unfortunately you can't make it. But Godspeed for recovery to both of you. I know Mark's probably not sick, but he likes to be with Joe at the same time doing an interview.
Yeah, they like holding hands and stuff, I heard.
Well, I'll tell you. I wanted to give a shout out to my cousin Albert Herman and my cousin Linda Herman in Pittsburgh. They watched the show since I've told them we've been doing it. And Albert jumped on board. That's my...
all the way in Pittsburgh, PA.
Pittsburgh, PA. And Linda and Albert both are my favorite cousins. And I just got to talking to Albert again. But Linda has always been my favorite cousin since I was a kid. But it's nice to talk to you.
That was my favorite little excursion down to in Pittsburgh there a few years back.
What's that?
Gettysburg.
Oh, yeah, you do talk a lot about that.
Yeah, that place is just amazing, man. I mean,
I will have to make
I got to go back there.
I would love to go, man.
Well,
I got a motorhome. Let's jump in that bad dad and go.
Well, I was just offered. I have a friend who his nephew runs the equipment for the Tigers organization, and so we're going to probably ride down to the to Lakeland and see the spring training.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
That'd be awesome.
I think we're going to take a week off and
Lakeland
and head down there.
I think I was in Florida. My brother used to live in Hollywood. Everybody knows my brother Kevin, the bass player. He lived in Hollywood, Florida. And
I don't know your brother. Who's
Pittsburgh
your brother?
Pirates training camp.
Yeah.
Right around the corner. I mean, I would walk to the beer store to get some beer, and I had to walk past a Pittsburgh Pirate. And it's cool to watch those guys train in the spring.
I was working with a stage play, and we were right there when the Yankees at their spring training facility, and we were just up a hill a little bit at a theater, and it was cool for me at least, to go and check out, some of the Yankees. Spring training stuff down there.
Let me interrupt Marty because I forgot totally. This is the Token Live, and we're representing the Token Lounge in beautiful Westland, Michigan.
You should have fixed the camera, man.
And what's the address at Marty?
28949 Joey Road.
Joey Road, that's correct. Token Lounge has been there for 50
Downtown Westland. It's just like Taylor. They don't have a downtown. We don't have a downtown.
Right.
Well,
it's interesting because it's a 50-year anniversary for the Token, and 50 plus, we'll say, and they still are going strong and bringing on acts that are just phenomenal acts to see. I was there. You and I were both there a week ago, watching some of the
Halloween show.
Yeah, absolutely. They were very interesting groups, man, and they were super tight.
Do you remember how to say the name of that band?
No.
Me neither.
But I'm going to tell you what, they were nice guys backstage. I talked to them. They were wonderful guys.
Yeah.
and they had a little girl on keyboard that was a hottie.
I met her father.
Right, her dad was a nice guy. Spoke with him in the audience. That was cool too.
Yep, he's also in a few bands.
Yes, he is too. I know it.
You know, when we start talking about this stuff, Dave, we needed to have our facts here, but
Well, we jumped onto the subject
Yeah.
because we're kind of lost for words at this moment.
You
We do-
were.
We do, not me. We have a visual here in front of us, but the problem is that we're bringing back some stuff that we witnessed as you and I
right on,
a week ago.
right on.
And, so
And we were thinking, man, wow, it looks pretty slow when we got there,
oh no, they picked
but
up.
but
yeah.
man, it packed the place.
Oh no,
you know.
it was absolutely.
And then Dave, you know, it was past his bedtime, so he wanted to go home. You know, Brian did send me a message asking me, "Where'd you guys go, man? I was looking for you. You guys said you're going to introduce us."
Oh,
Yeah, so
my apologies, Brian. I know I saw you there,
uh,
and that was from Halloween, of course. And he was on our show a week ago.
mhm.
And man, you guys went on the last thing, and I said, the older I get, it's harder for me to stay awake. And it's not because you got a boring show, by all means. It's
And
just
then I
simple.
went home and I was like wide awake.
Well, hey, I was also going to state to some people, because Marty had me look at some of these shows and say, hey, Dave, take a look at yourself and tell me what you think, that you might be needing corrections in. One is, I wrote this down on my notes, I wear the same flannel shirt every time. And I'm going to give you a reason.
No, ain't no reason. He just don't have no clothes.
I've got a ton
It's
of clothes.
simple.
The thing is, it's so damn cold here. You can wear a t-shirt in the house, but if you're going someplace else and you don't know what they keep the temperature at in Michigan, bring an extra shirt, because it may be too cold or it may be too warm. You can always take clothes off, But anyhow, that's the reason why you see me in this flannel. I love it. Holds my phone. But with disregards to that, I always like to give out a shout out to Christine Stone from Classic Vinyl and Classic Rewind on satellite radio. I'm a big fan of hers, and she's just got her a gift from God for a woman's radio voice.
You know what else I did bring up?
Mm-hmm.
You talk too fucking much sometimes.
Well, then why don't you start blabbing for a minute and get off the Verner's kick?
All right, listen. Due to the flu, we had no guests, which is okay. I mean, I like talking with this old dude here. So Dave and I are going solo, and no guests.
Hopefully
Upcoming
so-
guests, though.
Hopefully so low you can't hear Marty.
Solo, yeah. So upcoming guests for our show here are Tony from Thunder Audio, I believe, on the 6th of February. If everything's okay, I think he's going to show up for a show. On the 13th of February, we got the band Faded, couple brothers there, and that should be a great show. I hear those guys are really pretty good, and they pack the place and stuff, man. I seen them doing a little thing where they were doing a opening for Jump or somebody like that, a Van Halen thing or whatever, and it was really cold outside. They went outside as all these people standing in line to give them hand warmers. I thought that was pretty cool.
I
A
think
good way to promote yourselves, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Faded on the February 13th. Now we have Nick from Rock City, right? Rock City?
Detroit Rock City Music Store.
In Livonia, right?
Yes, at 5 Mile and Farmington Road. Nick and his father, God rest his soul, was a drummer for the Nasties here in Detroit
Right on.
for many years. Nick is a drummer and does a lot of things for autism, as he works with a couple of friends of mine, and they're autistic kids. But Nick is a drummer, and he works with those kids, and it's I say kids, now they're adults, and they're fantastic.
Right.
They put out a few CDs and stuff like that, but Nick is always a good guy to talk to.
Well, we'll get along really well because my son and I did the Challenger Division here in Taylor, Michigan
Oh yeah,
for Little League Baseball for the mentally and physically challenged kids, and we had a blast doing it for several
Perfect.
years. You know,
Yep.
and
Absolutely.
I plan on getting back into that. Hopefully, maybe this summer. Who knows? Or next summer.
Hey, just to interrupt for a second, I know you say I talk too much, but it's because I like all the things that we do, and I did hear you talk to Charlie Martin here just about 20 minutes ago. We talked to
Yeah,
Charlie Martin.
yeah.
Charlie
Back in the
Martin from the Bob
hospital.
Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. They did the Live Bullet Band recording. And Charlie is just a fantastic person. But why don't you tell me a little bit what's going on, man?
Well, he's back in the hospital. He's had some issues recently, and just everything's catching up, and he's struggling a bit, for his health and everything. But
He sounded
I've
good
never
spiritually.
I've never met a guy in my life that has such a zest for life
Oh,
as Charlie Martin. And I'll tell you something. Him and Virginia did worlds for me. I mean, I just to let you know, I don't want to get into that whole story, but
you've said that before, right?
yeah,
That they did a lot for you and worked
Yeah.
with you and inspirational.
and
That's
so
awesome.
I just want to send out prayers, and everybody, if you could, just say a prayer for Charlie, and just that he gets better. And we love you, brother, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Matter of fact, I'd like to have you on the show.
Well, yeah.
That'd be great.
I know one thing. A lot people ask me, "Who's that guy sitting next to you on my Facebook page?" That's Charlie Martin.
Yeah,
That was taken backstage at the Tokenology. He was
Right
signing
on.
a snare drum for me.
I have some more pictures I got to send to you, with you and me and your brother with Charlie
Oh yeah,
out there in
Novi.
Plymouth or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, Novi.
Downtown Plymouth, I think it was, or whatever that city is there. And
Right on.
Charlie got up and sung a couple songs that day with a band called 2XL, and he just loved it. He loves, afterwards, people come and talk with him and everything, and he's there's not a more approachable person in the world than Charlie Martin. So just
Oh no, you introduced me to him, and I was so thrilled to meet him because he was
good guy, man. Just a
Man,
great dude.
that album, Live Bullet, I studied it back and forth and inside and out. Every individual part, from Robin Robbins on keyboards, Drew on guitar, Bob Seger, of course, Alto Reed,
I think
Chris Campbell,
Yeah.
and these Charlie Martin, of course. And one of the iconic spots that sticks out is when they're doing "Let It Rock," and Bob says, Charlie knows there ain't nothing you can do.
Ain't nothing you can do.
And man, it's heartfelt to know that I've sat with the guy that played the drums and sang that particular tune, and it's just it wouldn't
Amazing.
have happened if it wasn't for you. To tell you the
Amazing.
truth.
Amazing. No, you could have approached him at any time. He would have.
Oh, now that I know
he would
him, yes.
kindly be a.
He's an awesome person, and
Yeah.
I did not know. We said it before. He is very educated as a keyboardist and a vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he loves to sing and play, and set in and do songs with people. And the other thing is Charlie did help me out with some benefits that I put together for myself, for my brother, and for other friends, other musicians.
Right on.
And he was always up for it, always willing to come and take his time out of the day and help others. So that's a big thing. Another thing is one of my best friends, Terry Smith, who passed away on us just a few years ago during COVID, was a huge fan of Charlie Martin's, and he was just, knocked out being able to meet him, because he was a drummer too.
Absolutely.
And, we miss you, Terry. Me and Michael both do dearly. And I was just glad that in the last few years of your life, I was able to
Let him
get you to meet your idol, the drummer that you idolized, for your whole life. And I feel good about that. I'll always remember your smiling face when you and Charlie were sitting there talking. So that was
I've
cool.
got a picture of Charlie, like I said, signing that drum skin. Now, here's the funny thing about it. That drum it was a snare drum. It's the whole drum. I have it on display up in my back room upstairs, and along with a picture of Charlie signing it. But he was so weird and excited about the name of the drum itself was
Right.
called a Whitehall.
Right.
And he goes, I have never heard of this kit. Well, the kit happens to be from the 40s. And he had highlighted this Whitehall thing and put his own decoration around it and then signed it,
Right.
you know, to Dave and I thank you, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was kind of interesting because he was kicked around about that Whitehall thing. And it's something that I cherish. And it's sitting in the display upstairs in my you know, display room.
So Charlie, get well, my brother.
Yes, sir.
And
We love you
hi,
and miss you.
Virginia.
We wanna
Hi,
see you.
Virginia. And hopefully you can see this and, you know all these people are keeping you in their prayers, brother. We'll talk with you soon. We'll get you on the show soon, and we'll have a blast, I'm sure.
Well, one other person we want to do the same for, we spoke to earlier, of course, we were making phone calls, is our good brother Greg Danek, which we have done a few benefit for Greg before because he's fallen down and gets back up and dusts himself off and
That's
comes back
what we
playing
do.
guitar.
And that's what we do for
That's-
our brothers from.
Absolutely. Well,
And
Greg.
so the 27th, him and his brother, right?
Yep, they're here on
So
it. Doug,
make sure-
Danek, and Greg will be here. They're a guitar and bass player, and they've been around the Detroit area forever. I met Greg and Doug years ago at the Second Chance in Ann Arbor. That's fantastic.
Was he in Art Attack?
Yeah, I think
with,
he was, but he
Art
was in
Panic?
several other groups. Greg was.
Yeah, I remember him then. I think
now he's doing a Santana thing.
we were messing around with Art Stepan. Is Art? What is his name? Art.
It was.
He was in Art
Yeah,
Attack. Art.
yeah. They used to call him Art of the '80s, and he had the background singers, and Seeger was interested in his group. He had some good tunes, man.
Yeah. If it's the same Art, he didn't like being in green light.
Back to Greg Danek, I just wanted to say that Danek is he's one of those people that has played in Detroit in about every type of group you can imagine, and he's an icon in this city, and pretty much we all know him. And with that being said, his brother Doug also is a fantastic person. We're just giving you a shout out, Greg, to get well soon. He had a
Both of them.
yeah,
They're
little
both-
bit
they
of
both
a
have
heart, yeah,
issues.
because they went in one after the other.
Yeah.
Brothers, we love you. We hope to God you come back in health and we can all get together and sit and have some laughs again because you guys are always part of my career and I've seen you from the beginning and I loved
Well,
it.
and they were always just like Charlie. They were always up for helping out
Absolutely.
others,
Yeah.
when needed. So that's why when you need it,
Well,
people are there for you.
how about you, Marty? Got anything to talk about right now?
Just some of those shows that are upcoming, at the Token.
Mm-hmm.
We got some good shows. I know Johnny's just coming back from, just really
Mexico.
jealous. I'm just jealous, that's all.
Me too.
You go down, you hang. When it's below zero here, and you're hanging out at some place it's like 80 or 90.
I talked to my sister on the way here. She told me it was
Yeah.
82 down in Sarasota or something.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, man! You got to tell me that.
So that's why I'm gonna be happy to, in a couple weeks, to get away and get down to Florida and watch the Tigers in spring training.
Cool. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Make sure you get lots of footage too with you and the guys
Oh,
because
I
I'm
will
sure
definitely.
you'll get back into
I
it.
will definitely.
Yeah.
I mean the my buddy's nephew he runs the show down there, man, as equipment manager.
Are you
so
taking Micah with you?
no, he didn't want to go.
Okay.
He
Damn
could
it,
go
I'll-
if he wanted to.
I'll pretend to be Micah and I can go with you and
Yeehaw!
talk to all the Tigers. man.
Yeah.
We love our Detroit Tigers. They're awesome. And Detroit Lions, Red Wings, Pistons. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody's doing pretty well. It's
Yeah.
so surprising. I mean, I watched Michigan beat Michigan State the other day
Oh, is it? I know I missed it.
at State.
Man.
Matter of fact.
No kidding. Ooh, that's a rivalry there.
Yeah, I mean, and I thought that was a great game. And then we seen I think they also beat Nebraska, so they just beat two top 10 teams. You
Wow.
know, in the same week, I believe. But that's a good thing. I mean, the Red Wings hit a bump last night, but when you're playing the Colorado Avalanche
Oh, tough
these
team, yeah.
days, they're
Sure.
tough.
Yep.
But that's the whole, thing, the revolving
Yeah, oh
thing,
yeah. It comes
because
around every.
Colorado was good back there in the '90s, and then we were good in the late '90s, and then now Colorado's good, and then we're going to be really good again too. So,
Okay, so I'm going to take a step backwards and get away from.
and the Pistons, don't forget the
We
Pistons.
love our Pistons,
They
man.
they schooled the a few teams just recently.
It's awesome sports teams in Detroit. We love them all, man.
And my son and I had the pleasure of going down and seeing the Michigan play down at Little Caesars. Really great seats. I mean, right on the floor.
Yeah.
And the same thing when we went to see the Pistons play the Knicks, which was a huge series. I mean, that was payback time there. Yeah, it was a blast.
You know, taking a step backwards from that, I
And
remember
Burners,
I was-
Detroit,
I
Burners.
was flying down the Detroit River in that seaplane that I had, that Amphib. It's a lake amphibian, and Atwater, they were hosting the National Basketball Championship, collegiate,
Right.
down in Detroit. And I remember there was so many people down there on Atwater, and that Atwater at the Detroit River is about 20 feet above water level. And because I was in a seaplane, I'm allowed to fly that low and check the water conditions to see if it's safe to land.
Right.
Well, we had everybody from everywhere in the country coming to see the basketball championship.
Well, it was. I don't think it was a championship. I think
it was a
the,
national championship. This was years ago.
wasn't the draft.
No,
Okay.
years ago, collegiate
all right,
national
yeah,
champ. I want to say probably 25 years ago.
Right.
And I was flying at street level at about 125, 130 miles an hour, right past everybody, and they were all waving at me as I went past them. I was looking at Cobo Hall.
They were thinking you were getting ready to wreck. They were
That's
waving you
kinda what they
goodbye.
thought, but-
They were waving goodbye to you.
I got myself to the Ambassador Bridge and headed back home.
Yeah.
Anyhow, next conversation I wanted to say was, you had touched on something earlier, and I know Marty wants to go see this show bad, but these guys will be in town here shortly, and it's the girls' night out at the Token Lounge. Marty wants to go see.
Yeah, I was just turning him on to it. I told him that I could get him in tonight if he would like to go
free pass?
Go check out. Yeah, a free something, that's for sure. I don't know if it's a pass, but I'm sure it would really
I'm sure a
excite
pass.
you.
I'm sure a pass
It's
would have
the,
been made.
Yeah, the girls' night out.
Okay,
with,
what do we got going on
with
here?
The male review, and it's tonight. at
It's a
the
male
Token.
review.
Yeah, so all you girls, and I'm sure there's some guys that go to this too.
These days, yes,
but it
sir.
ain't. But it ain't this guy. It might be that guy, but it ain't this guy. I remember back in the day working with the bands, and they had that before the band would come on earlier in the evening. They would have one of these, and mostly in Canada now, they would have these dudes come out, and we were happy, man, as a band because it was all the girls
Well, you had to
were
run
there.
sound for the guys.
Yeah, and all the girls were there, so
I
that wasn't a bad
I
thing.
remember.
You know?
I remember the
That-
guy.
that
It
went
was a
well for
Thursday
us.
night, I think.
Hey.
Up in Sarnia.
Yeah,
At the
Leamington,
Snowbird or
at the
something.
Snowbird
Yeah.
Motor Lodge,
Sure.
yeah, and we did that there, and then at the Village Inn, and I mean that Canada, I love you guys, man.
Oh
You
man,
know?
we played over
I
there
mean,
a lot. It was a
yeah.
riot,
Yeah,
man. And not only that,
they don't call them strippers over there; they call them peelers
yeah, and they're mostly from France.
because they're or French Canadians.
Yeah.
Not from France, but
So
French.
yeah,
French-speaking
the language though,
Canadians,
because there's
yeah.
a barrier there.
Well, that's my
Who
last
doesn't
name.
love
That's
to hear a French girl
that's
speak?
where my family came from. That's where my father was
Ooh
from.
la la.
And his name was Maurice, so pretty cool, Drouillard, last name is, real French.
Mm-hmm.
So, although I wish I could speak it, because I just, that's the what is it? The thing of love, the language of love is
It's like the Beatles. Santé,
Yeah.
lante, lante.
So tonight, ladies, there's the mail review there tonight.
Mail review.
Maybe I should go over the list now, eh? Maybe,
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Maybe I'll put on my other glasses.
I got it right here, but you go ahead and read it off your phone because there may
You
be
don't
some-
have the list.
Well, you got. Oh,
No, that was
this
for-
isn't the list of who's playing.
That's
That's a list of the
for
guests.
our show.
Okay.
So we got February the 13th, D-Reps, Brad Russell, and One Thing More. I hear there's some good musicians in that show. On the February 14th, also over at the Joy Manor, they got the Valentine's Day event over there with the GQ Jazz Ensemble live performances. Yeah, get over there. You get special guests Mark Francis and Jennifer Jones. If you know them, show up for them. We got here the Token Lounge. It's a special February 14th show. The best Valentine's Day event in town. It's with the Bon Jovi tribute band and Jovi and the Infinity and Beyond, which is a Journey tribute band. So there's a special guest, I believe, involved with that. But yeah, you guys want to go there and check that out.
What's it? Was that February 14th?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a Sweetheart Day. Sure.
Sweetheart Day, Valentine's Day. Yeah, I don't know about all that stuff, but Chris Kane is on. Then Soul Shine is on February 17th. I hear he's a amazing guitar player. You should get out there and see his stuff. Then we got on February 18th, the Bunny, the Bear, with Cialis
We still are unsure
Yayo.
of that.
and Red Light Running. Yeah.
That's maybe an extreme heavy metal show.
Yeah, they
I'm
look
not
like
sure.
they wear some outfits and all that stuff. So I don't know. But here's a good one. Here's a really good one. Good. I've always liked this dude, and I loved the movie he was in, Police Academy. Several of them. I mean, I've never laughed so hard in my life. Sometimes watching them.
You turned me
shows.
on to this guy, right?
Yeah, Michael Winslow, who did all the sound effects just on his own.
Vocally.
Vocally, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got a special guest, Morgan Preston. I'm sure he's a stand-up comic of some sort too. But that's February the 19th. Which
But if you
I'll
think-
be there.
But
So
if you think about Police Academy people, you
Yeah.
got to remember he was the guy who
all
did all the noises and stuff that the horse.
yeah, he did the and then that dude ended up with his head in the horse's ass.
Right.
So that was-
Yeah. Oh, how about when he did the machine gun during the riot?
Yeah.
Everybody ran.
Everybody was ducking. Yep.
Classic,
so
man.
great show there. I'm sure it's going to be a hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious
Yeah.
thing to see. So then on February the 20th, we got the Used Cars
Which is a Cars.
tribute with
Chrissy Hine.
Hindsight.
That's
Yep.
right.
Hindsight. Chrissy
Yeah.
Hine, tribute to the
Pretenders out of Ohio.
Yeah,
Cuyahoga.
Yeah.
Cuyahoga.
So then we got one of the shows. Another show that I want to see is the Nightmare, a tribute to Alice Cooper.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, which would
Absolutely.
be a really cool show. And with special guest Faded. Hey, those guys are coming on our show.
Really?
So they're opening up for them, man. So you
Awesome.
gotta
Cool.
check them out.
That'll work.
Yeah. Their mom's really cool. I spoke with her on end, So we're excited to get them on. They're excited to come on, So that works out.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
So we're gonna get this guy. Can you say his name? Laeth Al Sadi.
Sadi.
Yeah.
Looks like Sadi.
And the Stone Blossoms. That's the 27th of February at the the Smoke and Token Lounge in beautiful downtown Westland, 28949 Joy Road. And then on the 28th, we got Domination. That's the Domination. That is a Pantera tribute, Detroit Domination. And then Blood Rooted, which is a tribute to Sepultura, which is not an easy name to say sometimes. Along with Heavy Ink, so check that show out. That should be a heavy show right there, you know. I mean, if you're into that.
Hey, last weekend was heavy, and that was
Yeah,
they were kicking it, man.
Yeah, oh, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was cool.
Saturday, March the 7th, we have a tribute to the Cult by Sanctuary, and then a tribute to Stone Temple Pilots by Meat Plow.
All on the same night?
All on the same
That would
night.
be a good show.
Yeah, yep.
That'd be a good
March the 7th.
one. I love the Stone
8
Temple
p.m.
Pilots. The Cult,
The
too?
Smoking Token Lounge.
Yeah, right on.
Then we have Duke Tomato, it's whichever way you want to say it, and the Power Trio. Great guitar player, great blues guy. He used to do shows at Sully's. I remember mixing him probably several occasions there, way back, 30-odd years ago. But then we have this special event, which I think everybody should come in this and be part of this, because this is Dick Wagner. I became friends with Dick later in his life. He was a very kind dude, just like Charlie Martin. I mean, very accessible and everything else. It's called Remember the Child. It's a memorial concert and performance by Derek St. Holmes and Jimmy McCarty and more. Now, that's on March the 13th. Well, the next day, we have March the 14th, Dick Wagner Memorial Concert with Lita Ford and more.
Nice, cool.
So, I mean, you can't miss that.
You got some
one.
great people right there.
Yeah.
First of all, you got a picture right up there, Derek St. Holmes,
yeah.
and you've run sound for him and done stuff like that at the Token, or?
Well, we've had the guys here that I've ran sound for Derek, I think, years ago, maybe at Harpo's.
Okay.
But I know we had Randy Peveler
Yeah, oh yeah.
and Lawrence Wilson,
And they're both playing, yeah.
who are his backbone, man.
Yeah.
Here sometimes when he performs,
Yeah.
he calls on the guys, and
I'll tell you, he's if a lot of people don't remember Derek St. Holmes, he was the lead vocalist with Ted Nugent when he went solo,
guitar player,
yeah.
and
Yes.
and wrote
and
most of them. A lot of those
one
songs.
of my favorite songs
Hey,
by him
Baby.
is "Queen of the Forest."
Yeah.
I just
Queen of
yeah.
the Forest.
What an awesome tune!
Yeah.
And my love goes out to you, Derek, on that particular tune, because man,
we'll be there,
I
Derek.
like to
We'll
hear the
be there.
xylophone in it that you guys used, and
We'll
it's
be there to see this show.
yeah.
So
I'll be there. Yeah,
both days for sure.
I've seen him there before, and he's awesome.
But
every
I'm
time.
just saying, for the reason, we'll pitch in a few bucks to help it out. It's a memorial show, and Dick Wagner has passed away. Dick Wagner wrote "Only Women Bleed," so you got to know that song.
Oh, by Alice
if
Cooper?
you're an Alice Cooper fan. Wow. Yep. And he's a great guitar player. Was a great guitar player, and even a better person. So
Yeah, I'll bet.
and this is why they do that, because he started that years ago. And I'm sure I'll see my buddy Brian Pastoria from DC Drive, the drummer. I'm sure he'll be there, because him and Dick were good pals. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will probably be really surprised at the people who show up for this. So if you're interested, you got to come.
I'll be there.
Yeah, no doubt. So next we got Don Dillon, who does the Bob Dylan Experience. That is March the 15th at the Smoking Token Lounge in downtown Westland. Beautiful downtown Westland. And then on the 20th, Burning Witches, man. I'm just going just to see them, man. I'm sure they're really good too. But boy, oh boy,
Well,
are
first
they!
of all, they're playing a Token. It's not
Yeah.
like a Token's
Triple
always
Black.
been a good event venue.
Yeah. So the opening bands for that show are
Triple Black, you say?
Triple Black, Clinical Trial, True Devil, and Sojan.
When is Infected Rain playing?
Well, that's next. We'll talk
Okay,
about that in a minute.
awesome. I just love the name. I think I want to go
Yeah,
see him.
yeah.
Just because of the name.
Yeah. So on the March 21st, we got the Detroit Rock City, a tribute to Kiss. I was going to say a tribute to Trish, but I said the
Oh,
other.
yeah, dyslexia
It's
kicked in.
tribute to
Okay.
Kiss.
Sure.
Yeah, which is always a good show. They always put on a good show. They do it well. Um, hey, you never know who shows up to that show, let me tell you. But then we got on the March 24th, we have the Blues Awards. This guy was nominated for the Best Blues Band, John Nemeth, live in concert at the Smoking Token Lounge.
Might have to see that one too.
You know,
I love blues, man.
I was schooled in the blues at the Token Lounge. I mean, at the Sully's in Dearborn, man. I was so grateful to be able to do shows there. My buddy Jimmy Lesnaugh owned the place, and he has since passed away just recently. And he was a good friend because I lived across the street from the rec center in Detroit, and he helped run the place. So we became really good friends for many, many years. I played ball for him and his softball team and everything. So Jimmy was a great guy. I could say that, wholeheartedly, my man, Jimmy. Rest in peace, my brother.
Rest his soul.
So
That's
yeah,
right.
so see this John Nemeth guy, and then we got Platinum Moon on Friday, March the 27th, and that is at the Smoking Token Lounge. Platinum Moon.
But do you happen to know any research on him?
Not sure. I'm gonna have to look into that one so I can give you guys some more information. It looks like there's a female singer in the band, but that's about as far. The only thing I can say. But then we have a huge show. I mean, this place is going to be jam-packed for this one. And if
I want you to be able to get me in there too.
You
Talk
better
with Johnny.
get tickets for this one, boys and girls, because we got the Fell featuring probably the best bass player around in heavy metal music and rock and roll or whatever, but Billy Sheehan. I mean, what more do you need to say about anybody?
Nothing.
I mean, he played with Mr. Big,
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth. Yeah, so he's done his thing, and
Phenomenal.
yeah,
Just phenomenal.
you can't even say how good. He's that good. But that'll be a great show, guys. So make sure you're there for that one.
Yep.
Then we got the American Roost. That's a tribute to MC5.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's a Michigan band, baby. So the American Roost with Bogdan and Absentees. So that should be a cool show to see. That's April the 3rd, 7:30 p.m., 28949 Joy Road, Smoking Token Lounge. Yep, can't beat it. Then we got them. What, you got something to say there?
I just wanted to know, Bogdan, how do you spell that?
Bogdan. It would be Bogdon. That wouldn't be
I
hard to
knew,
spell. Where'd you go to school?
Well, the thing is, I knew a guy, I think it was Mike Bogdan. He lived right off I-96. All involved in music over there, so I'm just wondering if that has something to do with those guys. Anyhow.
You could be talking about Bog and Don. I don't know, but it's the name of the band.
Not Dockin.
Bogdan and Absentees.
All right.
That's where the MC5, the American Roost tribute. Kick out the jams, brothers and sisters. Yeah, I mean, that's the nice way to put it. But
All right.
so we got Mick Blankenship, who is...
Another guy I went to school with.
Did you? I don't know this guy.
I knew
this
a
band.
Tim Blankenship. I just don't know if it has got anything to do with him.
Right. So I'm not sure. I haven't heard much of them, but I'm sure we can look into their stuff. And next week I'll know everything that you want to know about them. But that's April the 10th.
Is Johnny coming back?
He's back today.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Johnny. We miss you, brother.
No, you should have stayed there, bro. You should just
Yeah,
moved there.
right.
I know
Welcome
you're
back to
going-
what-
I know you're gonna move there, so you should have just made it happen.
Yeah, look at the slop we come back to.
When I'm sure you got a nice, pretty tan and everything else. So when we come back over to the Token on next Friday, we're gonna get you on.
That's right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Oh,
come
yeah,
on.
we want to see how tall, dark,
Yeah.
and handsome he is.
We're gonna see how tanned and handsome. he
Yeah,
is.
right on.
So yeah, Johnny. Yeah, you'll love us for this, I know. So then we got "Carry On," which is a tribute to
That's
the
Kansas.
music of. You're wrong.
Am I?
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
I stand corrected, people.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would have thought Carry On My Wayward Son.
I like Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young, and just Crosby, Stills and Nash, and probably Crosby, Stills.
I like when they did Dark Star. That was a great tune.
And oh, that
That was on a 12 string, and it just
there
it
was
sounded
such
good.
great songs these guys did, and their vocal harmonies were just.
Let me know.
You better be really on top of that harmony thing, brother.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to do their stuff.
Let me ask you something. When you break loose of what we got going on there, because I wanted to touch base with you, which you called me earlier today about the upright bass,
Right, right.
and I just wanted to see what your thoughts were. And I know you're interested in bass right now, so I just thought it'd be kind of interesting to just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to just go with a Schecter. You know, I see this girl's got a nice Schecter out in Ypsilanti, and weren't able to touch base the other day. But this week sometime, she's got that and a Fender amp and all the goodies.
Well, this
go
is a
with it,
regular
so-
bass.
The upright. I was watching the guy from
Stray Cats,
Stray Cats, which I can't think of his name right now, but
phenomenal
Joe
bass
Rock
player.
or something.
Yeah.
They call him something.
String bass player.
Yeah,
For
and just
super.
the way that you gotta grip it to
See-
bring down to your, this finger's strumming, so it's
Right.
not holding.
Oh,
the
I've
bass
seen
up.
him do pull-offs and hammer-ons
Oh, yeah.
on a string bass.
Yeah, yeah.
But the weird thing about it is I seen him down at the casino in Detroit with the Brian Setzer Orchestra,
Mm-hmm.
and he stands on the edge of that white bass.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
I see him. I see him.
and it's just
Yeah.
a phenomenal thing to see. Brian Setzer, the guys are just still kicking it, man.
Wow.
But my point was,
Well,
I was going
Brian's-
to tell you.
he can't be that old. I mean, he was.
Oh no, he's getting
He's
up
probably
there.
in his 60s or something.
No, a little bit older than that. I remember them playing at the Second Chance in Ann Arbor, and that was back in the
And he
70s.
always plays a what?
Gretsch.
Oh, yeah.
And Nick from Detroit Rock City was up there, and they sponsored Gretsch. So I got a picture of Brian Setzer and myself in the lobby of the Fox Theater.
Well, that's awesome because I was always a big fan.
Let me tell you something though about the upright bass. Oh yeah. Oh no, that was yeah.
Stray Cat
Yeah.
strut.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, and I have this on my phone. Ages ago, before Stray Cats were around, Joe Garza, was gonna be on tonight, my buddy Doug Scaglione, who doesn't talk to me no more. Let's see, who else was that? Eddie Thomas, and the drummer was Al Campbell. We had a band called Stray, and we had a picture of a dog in a trash can, like in an alley
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Stray Dog.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, and I still have the set list and everything from the band. We were probably 15, 16 years old at the time. But what a cool, thought about. Hey, we were the first Stray, so we weren't the Stray Cats. We were the
Well,
Stray Dogs.
I remember,
But,
that upright bass. When you mention it, you and I have been out to Pete Falk's, his parents' cottage out in Irish
Yeah,
Hills.
yeah.
Mr. Jim Falk, God rest his soul, he's a Marine. We thank you for your service, Jim. He had an upright bass, always in Garden City at the piano.
Oh yeah.
So I would go over there, and they had a Christmas party every year, and donations went to the church and all this. And we'd go there, and it was always a good time. And I'd bring my mom and whoever. But that big upright bass was sitting at the edge of the piano, and every once in a while they'd bring over. Jim Falk was a trumpet player. He would bring over some of his members of the big bands that he played in and stuff. And I remember the guy playing piano, and I just caught on to the key and said, all right, I think I can manage this. And that's what I was going to tell you today was once you sit on that bass, even though the spacing of the frets are a lot farther apart, it's a key to your ear. So you just keep it in tune with whoever's playing what, and you just fall right into place with it because it's the same.
I was just
instrument.
talking about holding it, controlling it is my whole
Well,
wonder.
If you got a full size, which is a 4x4, it's a big bass.
Yeah.
That's going to sit on a stand. Now, if you got a 3/4 size or a little half size, That's a little bit more controllable, but
these
you're
dudes,
right.
I'm watching these dudes just slaying it and going to it, man. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
I just seen it this morning was another thing.
No, that cat
I've
from
seen
the
that.
Stray Cats, he's awesome, man.
So that was the Carry On guys, Crosby, Stills,
Okay,
Nash and
I'm
Young.
sorry. We got off on
And
an upright tangent.
yeah. And that show is October 12th.
Holy mackerel, booked already that far?
I mean April 12th. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
October.
Wow, threw me a curve.
I was thinking about something else.
All right.
But anyways, then we got the Ultimate Iron Maiden tribute, Eyes of the Nile, which should be a great show, along with an Ozzy tribute, Sins of a Madman. That's live in concert Saturday, April 18th, 2026, at the Smoking Token Lounge,
In Westland.
28949 Joy Road. So those that should be a good show. Then we got a Guns N' Roses tribute, Paradise City, which is going to be April 25th at the Token Lounge, 8 p.m. And that's with the Zoo, which is a tribute to.
Scorpions.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Then we have these guys I've seen. The Ultimate Van Halen tribute, which is Van Halen completely unchanged.
Again?
Two sets of Van Halen.
Wow.
Yep. And that's Thursday, May the 7th.
I want to see
That's
that
a
one.
ways
I wanna
away.
see- yeah, but I want to
you
see
know.
it.
And I had completely unchanged. I'm not sure who's playing with them. I'm not sure of the opening, but I'm sure we'll get some more info on that.
I
as
might have
the
to get a
time
couple
goes
guys
by.
together and do it myself. And then we can
Right
have 3
on.
Van Halens.
Right. Now, The Flaw, I've yet to hear any of their stuff. I know they're a little heavy or whatever, but that's the May 16th at the Token. The Flaw. And this is the one that he likes. Infected Rain.
Oh,
Because,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I just love the name, man.
It's a mutation phase in the U.S., Infected Rain. You know why he likes it so much? Because he got infected quite a few times, but it wasn't with the rain. But anyway,
It's okay. They had a cure for it.
and he carried boxes of that shit around.
Boxes.
Here, Marty, you need one? Here.
It wasn't like I was
Here,
with any
Pete.
animals.
Here, Mark. Here, Mark. Here, Dean. Oh, Dean. He's him and his guitar. He ain't.
Hey, Dean, there's a shout out to you, buddy. We love you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dean. So then that was again Infected Rain, May 23rd at 6:30 p.m. at the Smoking Token Lounge. I don't know if he wants me to call it the Smoking Token Lounge, but it is Smoking. And then we got Gary Hoey, been around for a good long time, had some hits and everything, you know, good guitar player. What else? You got something to say about Gary Hoey?
Not right off the bat,
No?
buddy.
Okay. You didn't know him?
No.
Never heard of him?
I have only through you.
Okay.
I've never seen him. I'm sorry, Gary. I'm just catching up on that one.
Yeah.
But if Marty says
he's a bass player, that's why he doesn't know.
oh,
Good
no,
guitar player.
I'm sorry. Correction. Yes, I have seen him. He's
Here we go.
fantastic.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, Gary. I met you backstage a couple times at the Token, and my goodness, no. Now that I remember, you are phenomenal, and I would have to expect
He's
anybody
stuttering
that
now.
plays bass to come out and see him because he's just super.
Right, but he's a guitar player. Anyways.
Wait a minute, I thought you said bass.
No, I said, you're the bass player. That's why you don't know him. He's a good guitar player. So listen to he got himself all tied up.
I
in that
thought you were
one.
talking about the looper.
Oh, yeah.
On the
Different-
bass.
Different guy, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
he's another one.
I stand corrected, people. Once again.
So we got the Petty Thieves, which is a tribute to Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks at the Token Lounge on June the 19th at 8 p.m. That could be a good show. I mean, they did well together, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Stop
thought so.
dragging my heart around.
Yeah. That's a good name of a song, man, right there. Good lyric, man. Stop dragging my heart around. Yeah. There you go. It's happened a few times, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So then we have Metal Church, which is going to be a good show. I'm not sure who's opening, but I'm sure John's going to find some good acts for that.
I seem to recall that name from California. I don't know why, but I seem to recall it, and it was a rather popular group.
Metal Church.
Yes.
Yeah. And it should be a good show. I mean, it's September 18th, 7:30 p.m. You know, get your tickets. Get your tickets, man,
Right
if
on.
you're fans. I mean, the place could fill up quickly. You know, it always does.
Oh,
It always seems-
that's like last weekend.
Yeah.
That packed.
Yeah, we were there and we were like, hey, man, I mean, there's nobody here. So what time was it?
Oh, 9 o'clock, we were done.
7:30 or whatever.
Couldn't even move around. in
Yeah,
there,
so it was a great show. Great show.
Yep.
And we had a great time with
Well, all three of those bands were fantastic.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
Halloween, you know,
Yeah.
they were the ones we
Brian
went to
was,
see, but
you know.
the other two guys that were playing, they were just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. Tight, heavy metal groups that take I'd say that was a rehearsal from hell with those guys because of the time changes and stuff in that.
Right.
What else you got, Marty?
That's it, man. I mean, Johnny's back today, so I'm sure he's going to add some stuff. And we'll have a bunch more for you next week. And next week we should have, who's on next week?
Oh, that's going to be.
That's the Tony from Thunder
Sure.
and a few guys.
Sure.
We're going to show up. And, so that's what we'll see you then, man. We're going to check out of here. And
Peace to everybody, love, and anybody that is having a struggle with life, please keep up with it.
Yeah.
Enjoy what you got.
Yeah, because I went through a tough one, but we came
Well,
through
there's
it.
no cure for ugliness. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what it was all about.
I
But
love you, Marty. You're my buddy.
I had a great son helping me out with that one, good, decent girlfriend at the time, and Charlie Martin and his girl Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
And Charlie, we hope you get better soon, brother. We'd like to get you on the show. I know how much you would love to be on the show. It's your kind of thing, and we'll see you all soon.
Thank you, everybody, for watching, and we'll talk to you again this coming Friday. Dave and Marty saying goodbye.
See ya.